Long-term care software is the new standard in documentation technology. But what exactly does it do and why is it so essential? Hi, I'm Victoria Rama, the content coordinator here at Experience Care, and today we'll tackle the 5 biggest questions about long-term care software, starting with, what is it? So there are 4 main components to an EHR. First is the clinical software, which allows users to store and access medical information. It documents a resident's health journey and participation in activities, community events, as well as payer status, trust funds, and billing cycles. Second is the financial software that tracks income and expenses and includes accounts payable, payroll, materials management, and vendor management. Third is the resident billing software for accounts receivables and reimbursements. And last but not least, the operational software to manage data about resources, funds, schedules, and key performance indicators. An EHR is used across all departments, from leadership to clinical, revenue management, and financial staff, whether you're in a big or small facility. It provides teams with 2 main benefits. 1, electronic documentation, so that their processes are automated and securely stored and they avoid deficiencies. And 2, up-to-date and consistent reports that reduce errors and save time. Here you might think, faster and more accurate documentation sounds great, but what actually does it mean for my facility? How about less paperwork, greater accuracy and no more illegible handwritten notes? Savings on paper, ink, and storage space, immediate alert for pressing matters, convenient shared access to data, more bedside time, better surveys and ratings, automated financial tracking, reduced billing errors, higher PDPM functional scores, and should I keep going? Once you've made a decision to go electronic, you'll be faced with so many options and features that you may feel a little lost. Start narrowing down the list by doing the following. Make a list of any requirements and functions you expect from your software. Think about teaching your staff to use the software. If it feels a little old and clunky, stay away. There are always better options out there. Make sure the vendor has top-notch customer support, because it's inevitable that your team will encounter technical issues at some point, and you don't want to be in a queue for days or even worse, be connected with a representative who can't help you solve your problem. Find a software company that values your opinions and stays ahead of trends and regulations. A strong user group can go a long way in making sure the software is regularly updated and intuitive as possible. While an EHR is a necessity, it isn't always easy to implement. So here are a couple things to keep in mind. Everyone learns at their own pace. And for some, that will mean just taking the time to get familiar with a mouse and a keyboard. But there are easy ways around that, like leaning on those tech-savvy super users on your team who can help others catch on quickly. Training usually requires its own budget. You might need to set aside funds for paying a specialist to come out and train your staff. Of course, some vendors now offer free EHR courses, like Experience Care's groundbreaking Level Up series. So there you have it, the 5 most important questions about long-term care software answered. For far more detail, make sure you look around the page and check our buyer's guide and reviews of LTC vendors. By the time you're through, you'll be an expert on the most advanced method of documenting care in the industry.